folks, and welcome to another Chelsea chat. A very quick one this morning. Last night it was Aston Villa 1, Chelsea 3, and I just couldn't believe what I was seeing. We looked like a team. We passed the ball with a decent tempo. We hunted the ball. We chased in packs. So now I can see some sort of style. Let's hope that that's the marker that these players know they've got to achieve in order to beat these teams. Let's hope the fans, who were great by the way, I was only watching it on television, but you could hear them right throughout. Well done, every single one of you that went away and supported Chelsea last night. That's the sort of benchmark that the team needs to meet every single game as a bare minimum, because it wasn't perfect. But compared to what we've seen, it was absolutely magnificent. Turns out we're a pressing team. Not just Conor Gallagher and occasionally Palmer when he feels like it, but the whole team are a pressing team. And we're fluid up front, but when we haven't got the ball, we go to a 4-4-2 that's condensed. Easy, isn't it? A style that you can win football matches with. A style that you can compete in football matches with, and beautiful to see. Let's hope that Poch doesn't make about 4 changes next time, bring Sterling back in, and we lose the cohesion, we lose the fight, and we lose everything. Great performance. People this morning saying, oh, Aston Villa weren't great, but you can only beat what's in front of you. That Aston Villa put a full-strength side out. They wanted to go to the next round of the Cup. Now, they might have been poor, but Chelsea played so well. Did we allow them to be good? I don't think so. I was so impressed it was untrue. I'm going to go straight into the marking. Petrovic didn't have a lot to do. Nice and safe in the air. Dropped one, but you know what? Overall, I think he makes that back four a lot safer than they would be under, say, Sanchez. You can hear him talking. You can see him really ripping into people. You've got to be careful what I say on YouTube, haven't I? Yeah, I think he's going to be a good goalkeeper. Still a rookie, still a novice, but he'll get there. And he gets a 6 from me. Gusto last night, I thought, it was like chalk and cheese watching him at the weekend and then watching him last night. Last night he got forward well, played the ball forward, always with a good tempo, looking to play forward instead of sideways or backwards. And defensively, very, very good. A couple of good blocks, a couple of last-ditch tackles. Really, we didn't miss Reece James. That's the biggest compliment I can give to him. Last night, Gusto gets 7.5. Just inside him, we've got Dizazi. And I'm calling him Dizazi this morning and not Disaster. Do you know why? Because last night, apart from one bad ball, he was superb. In the air, on the ground, his passing was better. 7.5 Dizazi, and long may I be saying your name correctly and not calling you Disaster. Well done. That shoved it right up me, and there's nothing I love more than... No, I'm not gonna say that. Next to him, Badiashile. For me, played well, did a lot of good stuff, looked a lot more like the old Badiashile, but still made a couple of mistakes that could have been costly against a better side or an Aston Villa who were on it. So last night, Badiashile, he wasn't awful by any means, but he wasn't the best of that back four. He gets a 6. Chilwell last night, very good game. A lot better than he's been lately. Maybe he's getting a bit fitter, but defensively he was very good last night. Getting back, it looked as if someone had said to him, your main role as a left back is being a defender. And he did everything right last night. I can't think of a mistake. Gave one ball away offensively that they got a break from. But no, very, very good last night. Chilwell gets a 7. In front of them. Caicedo, Enzo and Gallagher just in front of them. Well, Do you know what? Until Enzo whacked that worldie in the top corner, what a free kick that was. And I liked his celebration where he said, "No, all this stuff in the media, ignore it. There's the shirt. That's my shirt. Could be talking a load of rubbish. It's like those that kiss their badges." But I think it looked sincere. Maybe I'm just gullible and a bit of an old romantic, but it looks sincere. But those boys in that midfield, they're the ones that won the game for us. They worked their socks off from minute one right to the end. Caicedo lost the ball a couple of times still. He's got to work on that because he loses it in dangerous places. He loses it in the last third, our third of the pitch. So he lost it twice, but those two times aside, he was absolutely superb. Much more like the player at Brighton. And for that reason, he's going to get a 7.5. I'm going to do Enzo next, who's my Chelsea man of the match just because of that worldie, and he's going to get a 9. I liked his passing right from the start. I liked his work great. I liked the fact that he was playing the ball forward because I must say, and we're nowhere near perfect at this yet because there were times when Chelsea players weren't getting into that box quick enough. But last night, Jackson, who drifted out to his old position as being a winger a lot and cut in, looked very, very dangerous. Madueke, superb last night. And Cole Palmer and Jackson being very, very fluid of who was actually up front. That gave them centre-halves from Villa absolute nightmares. But you need the ammunition if you're going to fire the gun. And Enzo last night was like a mix between Makalele and Fabregas. He played really, really well. Not up to both their standards, but really, really well. He's my man of match. He's going to get a 9. Gallagher gets an 8.5. You know, for what that lad might lack in finesse, and he got his first goal of the season. I was chuffed for him. He gets a lot of stick, largely because he's from Cobham, and everyone says, "Oh, you look more friendly on Cobham people." But do you know what? I'm proud of those that come through Cobham and haven't cost us millions and millions. And last night, his performance was superb, and the way he took his goal was excellent. Reminded you of Super Frankie Lampard on the edge of that box. So yeah, he gets an 8.5. Jackson gets an 8. I thought he had a really good game last night. Obviously, took his goal well, the header. Had to score. If he hadn't scored, I would have given him dog's abuse, but he's still got to put them away. But I like the fact he was so direct last night. He lost it a couple of times. Of course you're going to get tackled. But do you know what? He was kept going and going and going, and he was direct. I like him on that wing. I think he looks a lot better winger than Mudryk does, and he's 10 times the player Sterling is at the moment. I really liked him there. I know he was cutting in and playing centre forward as well, but I thought he had a really good game. Cole Palmer, absolutely superb last night. He gets an 8 from me. A lot of what we did good going forward was Cole Palmer, but you know what? That lad really put a shift in and put some great tackles in defensively. It was just lovely to watch. Madueke gets an 8.5. I thought last night it was like his identical brilliant twin had turned up and left behind the guy that we thought was Madueke in the last couple of games. Nice and direct. Yeah, he still makes poor decisions occasionally, but when you're getting the ball, you're that confident, you're driving at them. Nothing a defender hates more than pace and not knowing which way you're going to go. Yeah, he does cut in a lot, but he also goes on the outside as well. Excellent. And that's it. I'm not gonna score the substitutes. I'm gonna give Poch a 10, and I'll tell you for why. Because he came from the basement and went to the penthouse. Still improvement to do. I pray he doesn't change that side. You know, when Sterling come on, I thought, oh, and we did lose something. And Raheem Sterling at the start of the season started like a train. I said I was wrong, but the last 10 games, he's done very little at all. Came on last night, did very little. I'm sure he's got eyesight problems. I'm sure he thinks he can run through matter. Perhaps he needs to go on a physics course or something. But we lost something. So I hope Poch keeps the same side, because one of our problems is the fact that it's changed so often. I hope we work on our communication, could do a lot more talking. There was a couple of times there, defensively and up front, where a little bit more communication and things would have worked better. But it's a step in the right direction. It's a great result and a great performance. And that's all I'm saying on this one. Let me know your thoughts, folks, if you think I've been wrong or harsh or whatever. Anything else that you saw last night that I haven't picked up on, please let me know. I love reading your stuff, and I know other people in our little community love reading your thoughts as well. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe to the channel. Please throw the video a like. It helps me algorithm, and we all like to help Glenn's algorithm, don't we? Thanks for watching. Speak to you after Palace. Up to Chelsea.